What's up, YouTube? Rock on! This is the premiere pitch video, and today we are talking about a special movie. This movie's called Airband, a rock and roll musical tribute. Rock and roll! We're talking the American dream of rock and roll! Logline, I'll hit you with it, is about a wannabe rock star who hits rock bottom, and he must form an air band to go on tour, save his family, his love, his soul, defeat the devil, and live his dream to rock and roll! And it's set in the modern day where all music is actually illegal, and the only music they're allowed to listen to and play is by air banding. It's like a fascist new world, kind of exactly like the one we're living in. It's in that world where we have a multi-billion-dollar industry called air bands, and we discover our hero. The lead character is a guy called Johnny Hazard. Sup, my name's Johnny Hazard. Rock star. Johnny Hazard moonlights as a stripper. His dream is to become a world-famous rock star, and he has a heart of gold and a soul of rock and roll. His character's based like in a 1970s feel, 1960s feel, and he's got that almost famous type of character where he's serious. His characters often quote real songs. In fact, most of the lines he says are lines from famous songs like, "Two types of people in this world, winners, losers." The guy's like, "Is that a Fleetwood Mac song?" He twists poetic verses from songs to use as his own pearls of wisdom. Living in his low-rent parents' house, his parents are, think like Eugene Levy and Kathy Bates stoned. And his brother is much older than him, kind of like Steve Carell in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Rock on! On stage at an open mic, he meets the band, and these are his three bandmates who he was reluctant to become friends with, but then finds out he needs them as much as they need him. And they're a band of three guys, Max, Dino, and Bear, who play guitar, drum, and bass. They're each kind of representative of a different genre of the time. We're talking leather. We're talking eyeliner. The four guys cover the genres, that covers the characters. And picture like Jack Black on a bender. Former rock star, now homeless junkie drunk, joins the band on the bus tour that they steal, becomes their fallout manager who gets them the worst gigs. An old folks home at a high school where they play a talent show, like a Hutterite village. There he falls in love. A drag show where they got to dress in drag. By the time they get to Airstock, they're being chased by Mr. Ball and his antagonists of henchmen who are actually like fembots, but male strippers, robots. They can't resist dancing sexy when they hear music. They're compelled to suddenly dance real, whatever that is, sexy. Climactic moment when we realize that the band is being chased by these robot strippers, magically escape and are saved by Elvis, who happens to be a hermit living in the woods, high on mushrooms, and saves the day, flying the boys in an old red Baron plane over the Woodstock Airstock party, where there's millions of people and all the best bands in the world are playing. At this point, air bands. At this point, the boys jump out of the airplane and parachute down, all wearing glowing Elvis outfits with like LED lights parachuting down. Wow! And they land on the stage, throw their mixtape across the sky, slow motion. DJ catches it, nar, throws it in, rock and roll plays. The guys shred the most sick Airstock performance. Big, huge climactic reveal. Little bit of magic, a little bit of Neil Young, a whole lot of rock and roll. This is a story about soul. This is a movie about your dreams. This is a story about inspiration. This is a story about never giving up. This is a story about getting up there and exposing your soul, your music, and living the dream. Rock and roll, all right. The killer soundtrack, about 31 songs, script, synopsis, log lines, taglines. And this whole movie's ready to go. This movie is like the Blues Brothers meets Across the Universe, where they're almost famous with This Is Spinal Tap, and a touch of Detroit Rock City and a dash of School of Hard Rock. hilarious but legitimate. And we're not playing cartoons with these people. These are legit rock stars. Air Band, a rock and roll musical tribute. Rock and roll, woo! This is a channel about pitching films. Let me know what you think of the concept, the pitch. If you want to hear more about it, hit me below with a like, subscribe, or share. If you dig what I'm saying, I'm happy to give you more. I got this whole story written out if you want to make this movie. Otherwise, tune in next week and I'll be pitching another story, one movie every week. Rock and roll! We're ready for sale. So, I guess thanks for listening and hope to see you again soon. Rock on! Yeah.